Alright guys, hello, welcome to another one of my learning video. This is a video, is not a tutorial. This is me learning. So in this video you will understand why I'm going through some things. Okay, now my goals are to create a mobile app, but creating a mobile app is not the only thing I needed. I need to create something that's compatible with mobile and web. So let's just say mobile app and web app. So mobile app development frameworks, that's the code word I use to search and I get websites. Top 10 mobile development frameworks in 2023. And there is something here as well, which is released 5 days ago. This one was released 10th January. Alright, the first thing we're gonna look is TechnoStack's most popular mobile app development. What is a mobile app development? Blah 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 blah. Types of mobile app frameworks. Native apps. Native apps are like for Android, iOS, Windows, and everything. Web apps. Let's just say websites. Hybrid apps. Okay. Okay, native apps, web apps, hybrid apps. Hybrid apps, same as both. Okay. Now, the list of top mobile app development frameworks in 2023. And the number one goes to React Native. And the number two goes to Flutter. I recently learned Flutter, by the way. And number three, Xamarin. Number four, Swift IC. Oh wait, they have something. Ionic used to be the oldest one among here. Apache Cordova. jQuery native scripts. Oh, native scripts, nice. Okay, this may be something worth looking into. Let's open it. Alright guys, the number one and number two. I recently learned Flutter, but I haven't made anything with it. I just learned how to write codes in Flutter. Now the number one is React Native. Native script. Alright. Seems nice. The reason I'm looking into native script is because Angular, Vue.js, React, Svelte, Capsator. Okay, I don't know what that is. The reason I'm looking into native script is because I use Stackblitz for web-based IDE. I use this, but I do not want to stress my PC, so I use Stackblitz for certain web app developments. But when I click mobile here, see, I click mobile and I see native script. Now you know why I'm interested in native script, but it's alright. I'm not gonna dive into native script. You know why? Because in this list, it's not on the top. There may be a reason it's not on the top, because it's not popular. Alright, let's check the another one, Simple-Learn. Alright, React Native, Flutter, Ionic. I guess they literally copy pasted from this website. Here, look. React Native is built and supported by. Alright, never mind. They didn't copy paste, they just inputted their own informations. Anyway, Now the React is on the top. There's no doubt about it, ladies and gentlemen. The React is on the top. I don't know why React Native is not in there. Maybe it's not. Oh, wait, never mind. Anyway, so React Native is the way to go. Now we have opened React guides. Next 071. All right, simply click guides and it will get you to here. Welcome to the very start of your React Native journey. If you're looking for an environment setup, move to their own sections. Okay, but that's not it. We're gonna look into the basics. How to use these documents. You can start here and root through the documents linearly like the book. You can specific the read section. Already familiar with WAC, you can skip this or read a light refresher. Okay, we're gonna start this intro React. We're gonna start this when we start, but not now. Okay, not now. Now, interactive examples. This introduction lets you get started immediately in your browser. Import React. Import text view from React Native. Alright, what we're importing is we're literally importing a React library, and we're importing two stuffs, text and view from React Native, and that's here, view and text. If you're I'm guessing if you're going to put some image here, you have to import image. Anyway, let's forget that. My guess is constant your app, export your app is the default, and return view. If you edit anything here, my guess is it will be changed here as well. All right, this is simple. You just made wait, give me a minute. Hello world mobile app. This is a mobile app. You can literally connect your devices, iOS or Android. There you go. You just wrote a word, hello world. Okay. This is about a snack player. It's a handy tool created by Expo to embed and run React Native project and share how they rendered in platforms like. Okay. Oh wait, I already changed to hello world, but then now they're telling me to change it. It's all right, guys. I'm way ahead. Function components and class components. With React, you can make a component using either classes or functions. Originally, class components were the only components that could have state. But since the introduction of React Hooks API, you can add state and more to function components. All right. React component, text and view, class. My guess is this class extended component is imported from React. This is a two different library. Keep that in mind. We're rendering a React, a web application method, and we're rendering it in the React Native for mobile app. But this is, I'm just gonna do it as a web app. All right, good. Now they put a hello world, which I already did. Left. Where the fuck is, oh, it went to the left top. Oh, you bit. bottom. Wait, why didn't... down maybe? Okay, I'm a little bit confused. Never mind. Or is it taking time to like rotate or something? Alright, anyway, let's leave that. Developer notes. People from many different backgrounds are learning React Native. You may have experience of the range of technologies from web to Android to OS. More. We try to rate more developers from all backgrounds. Sometimes we provide explanations specific to one platform or like another. Android. Alright. Many bets are written in bold to use cards to navigate submenus. Now that you know how this guide works, it's time to get to know the founder of React Native. Wait, what? How was I supposed to go here? If I click this, it just goes to the next one. That was confusing. It's alright. Core components and native components. React Native is an open source framework for building Android. Okay, we know it's a cross-platform. Views and mobile development. Okay, Android, iOS. Oh, they were explaining the difference between the codes, because some of you may not understand because you're not an Android developer or iOS developer. This is a bit complicated if you don't know the language, okay? Because image view is Android coding type to display image, but UI image view is iOS coding Swift coding to display the same components. So here what they're explaining is Android and iOS use different types, different codes to execute, and you get the result is the same. Okay, native components in Android development you write like this: Kotlin or Java. In iOS you write Objective-C with React. Alright, yeah, that's what I just said. They explained it in the bottom. React Native invoke views with JavaScript React components at runtime. React Native creates corresponding. Okay. Oh, now they're doing the comparing. React Native UI components, Android view, iOS view, web analog. Okay, this view is display like printf, those kind of stuff. Okay, view, text, image, scroll view, text input, view group. These are all the same. The thing is they put web analog here. This is just React.js, okay? This is not exactly web analog. This is a React.js. This is a React Native. This is Android. This is iOS, and this is React.js. They're explaining how code's different from each other. All right. Now they have literally shown a simple explanation. View, text, image. Look at this. It's just one tab. You put the image source. Wait, URI, not URL. Okay, well, maybe we need to look into that. Did they mention that here? No, they didn't. You put like input image tag and you insert the image. Here you go, got the image. Text input, you decide the text style of the text, and default value you can type in me and end it. This is way more simple. This is way more simple than any other. Okay, never mind. This may be like you literally input a text input and you fill this. Border color gray, border width 1, height 40. Let's change the height to 30. Yeah. And change this to 115. 115. See? Done. See that you just got a little bit, just like in a few codes. Alright? Because React Native uses the same API structure as a React components, you will need to understand React Components API to get started. The next section makes for a quick introduction or a refresher on the topic. However, if you're already familiar with the React, feel free to skip ahead. I'm not skipping ahead, okay? I'm going with the next one, React Fundamentals. I was thinking about it go. I already opened it, but no, we're gonna get started. We're gonna finish the basics. Even if we know stuffs, even if we are beginners, this is a good start. React Native runs on React, a popular open source library for building user interfaces with JavaScript. To make the most of the React Native, it helps to understand React itself. This section can get you started or can serve as a refresh course. Alright, I don't know React.js, but I'm gonna start here. This seems like a simple, fast run. Alright, if you want to get deeper, we encourage you to check out the React.js. Yeah, I will do that later, but not now. Because, actually I will. I'll go to React.js and then I will jump back to here because I believe this view display texts or simple start. If you're making something big, I believe you have to import a lot of content from React. So I believe learning this will be a little bit helpful. All right. The first component. Actually, import. This is not actually required here. Wait. Yeah. Here. I'm gonna remove this. And it will give error. Watch. Failed. Now I'm gonna change this text to P. And this to P. It's a paragraph. We don't need the view because this is so simple. React. You guys may be wondering what, how, or you're wondering how do you know that? Because when we were looking at it earlier, I noticed text paragraph because I don't know React Native because I understand this is a React Native. That's why when they just show this, I know if I remove the React Native component from here and I can replace it with something else because we are importing a React library here. So let's see how simple it was. You additionally import component from React. Remember, we are importing React and we're importing React.js. You combine these both and you get a mobile app. Okay? Your component starts class exceeding component instead of a function. Class cat extends component. This is how it starts. This is a cat component. Render. Did we mention render? Okay. Oh, they're explaining the code. Okay, let's read it from I'll read it slowly so we can understand it. The components start as a class extending component instead of as a function. Okay, class components have render function. Whatever is returned inside it is rendered as a React element. Okay, and I mean inside the render here, this is a render. This is the component. And as with function components, you can export your class component. With function components, you can export your class component. So we're export default cat. Okay, that's how we end it. We literally export the components to React Native. This is one of many ways to export your component. This kind of export works well with Snack Player. However, depending on your first app, you might need to use a different convention. This handy cheat sheet, imports and exports, can help you. Okay, the thing they're saying is this export will help with this player, but depends on where you're doing. This is all right. Oh, this is something good. You see, export constant name value, import name from. This is if you have a different function and you import them, and if you have a different export, and like all right, this is a little bit simpler one. You are simply exporting a whole component here, but that's not the only thing you may have to export in the future. You may have to export a lot of stuff, such as export constantly, import name from, console log value, and whatever the value is, it will be displayed. And whatever the name is, oh no, wait, constant name is value. Okay, I'm a little bit confused here. But default export, you don't need any name because you can name it whatever you want. Oh, okay, I understand. Shit. All right, what this is doing is it's importing name1 and name2, and this is exporting. Okay, this is the name1 value, this is the name2 value, and this is exporting the name, and this is importing the name. Okay, and in the end, the name1 and name2 will be displayed in the console log. This is not a real code here. This is what is showing that console log name 1 and 2 will be displayed. You can literally try this in the console log. Oh wait, I didn't add anything. Alright, never mind. Alright, we understand the code, the export and inputs. Now, React Native use JSX as a synthesis rate elements inside JavaScript, like so. Hello, text time your car React component comparison we can refer to learn, because JSX is JavaScript. You can use variable inside it. Here you are declaring a name for the cat, name, embedding it with code. Concept name, Maru, text, hello, name. Okay. You're literally displaying the value. That's it. And it will be displayed here. Any JavaScript exception will work between curly braces, including function calls like get full name, first name string, second name string, third name string. First name is a variable, second name is a variable, third name is a variable, and it's a string variable. And here you return, oh, I am get full name, and you're returning this, what is this called? This is called like a number or variable. This is 1, 2, 3. And you're getting it as a whole name. Alright, TypeScript. And in the JavaScript, constant get full name. Yeah, this is called something, but I don't recall it that fast. This method is called something. Okay, never mind, ignore that. Let's get on to the next one. All right, custom components. You already met React Native core components. React lets you nest these components. All right, let's look at the code. Sorry about that. We already looked into it. Text input from React Native. Yeah, here they are mentioning oh, this is for like developer nodes. If you're an Android developer and familiar with Android, you can literally just look into what becomes what, and if you're a web developer, you can look into this, see what become what. If you're not a web developer, I recommend, if this is your first course, I mean, this is React Native is the first thing you learn, go learn React.js first, because they mentioned this as a developer nodes. This is view, text, div, paragraph. These are all React.js components, React.js syntax. All right, anyway. now constant cat. I am also a cat. This is what I was talking about, but they didn't import anything here. That's weird. But I guess it's in the same page, you can just call it. If it's closed, you can't call it. We are calling this here, and there you go. This component is called here. Simple as that. You can style it, by the way. I'm not sure if that's how this is gonna work, but let's ignore it. Let's not play with this, because if you rate like color black, you can change the color some things, but it's alright. Let's not play with this. Let's just learn what to do and what to rate. You can put as many cats as you like. Render a unique element which you can customize with props. Props is a short for properties. Properties lets you customize React component. For example, here you pass cat a different name for a cat to render. TypeScript and JavaScript, that's kind of something, but it's alright. Let's look at JavaScript. JavaScript seems so good. Alright, import React view, all props, name, props. So where's the props? The prop is here. Hello, I am props name. But I can change it to name1 and it will give error because name1 is not declared, and you declare name1 here and it will be displayed because the name is just another prop. See, easy. All you need to know, understand the codes, that's it. Oh, like I said earlier, you can call properties. Here you go. You can change the color, but color is equal to, oh, I can change it. I can change it. Red. Change. Hello? Changing. Sad. I thought I'm doing something, but guess it's not working. We'll leave that. We are looking at React Native by the React.js, by the way. I don't know why they, instead of just displaying with React, and they're showing React Native as well, but it's alright. Image has many different properties. Yeah, that's what they're saying. This is only a single name property, but the color was not mentioned, so it's not mentioned, I guess, but it's alright. If I said prop name source, define what image to show. Yeah, URI. I don't know why it's called URI instead of URL. Oh, it's because it's an image. URL means URL full form. Uniform resource locator? Isn't that supposed to be okay, never mind. I guess this is uniform reserved image. I guess that's why it's URI instead of URL. Okay. Image has many different forms, including style, which accept JS object design layout. Notice double curly braces with surrounding with style. Yes. In JSX JavaScript or reference value, where this is handy if you pass something string as a props, like anything. Or also denoted with curly braces. Therefore, to pass a JS object in JSX, you must Wrap the object in another pair of curly braces. Interesting. They're saying why you need to put double curly braces. Because in order to pass JSX in JavaScript, no, in order to pass JavaScript object in JSX, you must wrap the object in double curly braces. You can build many things with the props core components, but to build something interactive, you will need state. While you can think of props as an argument to use, just to configure how components render state is like a component personal data storage. State is useful for handling data that changes over time, comes from user interaction. This gives. Alright, state is a memory storage, I believe, like a wait, let me just read it. There's all the class. I mean, I will just use my brain and I explain things, and I scroll down, they will be mentioned here. Why should I bother? Why should I bother brainstorming? I know I understand things, but it's alright. It's alright. It's now or never. Alright, let's go below. Let's look at the code. This state is hungry. What? Pour me some milk. Thank you. Oh, this is clap hands for this, because look at this code. Right, first React button text view. All right, this is a text and we are viewing that text. We're not just viewing text, we're viewing whole button. Okay, now state is hungry true. State equal to is hungry true. Okay, this is true. Now I am this props and I am. This state is hungry. Hungry and full. This is true. This is false. This is a boolean or bool, whatever. This state hungry. Questions, and this is true and false. On press, this state become false. Disabled, this state becomes hungry. Title, this state hungry. Pour me some milk. Thank you. If it's full, no, this is also another true or false. This is another boolean. On press, set to false. If not pressed, this is disabled. The title will be pour me some milk please. And if it's false, on press it will become a false and it will change to thank you. This is a simple component, but all you need to do is understand what's happening here. On press it will become a false, and the on press it will display the second one, full thank you. The title is this, pour me some milk. It will be on the button, by the way. Wait, they didn't close the button. The button is open here and it's closed here. Yeah, it's in the button, by the way. This is in the button, and based on this state, hungry and full also displayed in the text. Remember, this text and the button is controlled by this state, and this state is, if it's this state is true, it will show the first one, hungry, pour me some milk. If it goes on click, it will goes to false. On click, the state will get to false, and that false will trigger full thank you. Okay, and as for the name is exported here in the bottom, because I am this prop's name and I am this state. This may look simple, but this is a kind of hardcore. This is not early learning things. Okay, well, I just finished explaining, and they explained it in the bottom. Now I feel stupid once again. Thank you. As always, with a class component, you must import component from React. Did in-class components, this state is stored in the state object. State equal to is hungry. On the first, they call the state. Okay, they call the state. As with the accessing props, with this prop, you access this object inside the component this state. All right, this state, and you set individual values inside the state object by pressing the key pair value. I just explained it, by the way. You click the button, the true will become false, and you will trigger the stat of the second one. This stat. Finally, you put your cat inside the cafe component. Easy. Okay, right? Well, the main thing is you need to understand this. That's the main thing. All right, now we just learned React fundamental, the basic of the React. Now, handling text inputs. And I get a pizza. Cat. Wait, I was gonna say type cat. Okay, whatever you type, you just get this, I guess. I like handling inputs, text inputs, and there you go. Okay, whatever you type, you'll get pizza. Using scroll view, image, logo, scroll me please. If you like, scroll me down. Scroll view, by the way, scroll view. You're literally calling the logo here over and over, and the text scroll view, good to know. List views, React Native uses LL input data general. Wait, let's see the code. Style sheet, create container, flex one, padding top. Container item, padding, font size, height. Oh, this is literally CSS. and flat list basics. Got all the name, data, render item, textile, style image item key. The view starts here, and this is a flat list. This flat list is based on the style sheet. Anyway, this is something. Section list. Oh, nice. Oh, this is actually neat. This displaying method is really neat. Section header. Hey, they didn't mention header, they just mentioned title. It's render item. Okay, this is a little bit complicated, this codes. How many curly brackets are these guys are gonna use? Anyway, this is title. Is there anything at the bottom? No, there's nothing at the bottom. Render item, text, styles, item, text, renders, section header, section, text, this is what they did. They literally called the section header and the items. Okay, the section header is the title. That's what they mentioned here. A render item. Title and data, but the data is not called here. How does this name came? I mean, here, look. Title, data, these are datas, okay? But where's the data is called? This is a section header, style sheet, section title. But where's the data? The title is called, but where's the data is called? Is the data called as the item? I'm guessing that's how it's called. Instead of data, it's called item. How does this even work, by the way? Weird. I'm guessing it's just called data and it's just called in the section header, section title, section header, section title. But the data oh, wait, now I see. Now I see what's going on, because item backlist entry, I see what's going on. The thing is, you just call in the data, I mean the title, call the title and it calls everything. That's what's happened here. They simply just called the title. And this item padding. See that? You simply call the title and these data comes within it. Because either section list or the stylus list. I believe the section list. This is a different component, so it comes within it. Troubleshooting. There's a common issue you may run into while running if you encounter something like that. Try searching the issue in GitHub. Alright, we got something. I got Proto use Metro bundle runs on a bundle. You can either terminate the process or change the bundles. Those alone kill non-PSID using port. npm locking error. If you encounter npm error using where CLI, try running the following commands. Alright. This is a page. Oh, Firebase. Okay. Alright, this is all something we run into our platform specific code. When building Crossflow, you'll want to use as much as possible. Sometimes it may arise where it makes sense for a code to be different. For example, you want to try implementing several visual components per year. React Native provides two-way organization to your code separately using the platform model. Well, this is not something we need to worry about now. Import lesson implying from React Native, blah blah blah, hide OS iOS. Alright, if you're like writing a code that's specifically for one platform, you may use this for better optimization, such as everything. For iOS, background color, platform select. Alright, let's not worry about this. More resources. There we go, people. More resources. There's always modal and developer workflows, shipping to app stores, internalization, security, and more. There you go. We got some certain serious things to work on. Alright, now we're done with the basics. Let's get started with environment setup, which is on the next video. I may kind of skip this stuff, but because it requires tons of installations and stuff. Anyway guys, we're going to move with React Native. See you guys in the next video.